Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am filming another fun tag video for you today. It's called 5 designer handbags to keep and 5 designer handbags to sacrifice. Now I saw this tag video on the YouTube channel of Alice Lenoir. If you're first time here and clicked this video just because of the name, because you are into the designer goods collecting, purchasing, or just simply watching the YouTube videos about them, you probably already know Alice Lenoir because she's a larger YouTuber who is into designer handbags as well, into fashion, and does a vlog. She has super chilled vibes and very comfortable personality, at least that's what shows off, and that's what I am subscribed to. I'm gonna put a screenshot of her channel here and link the original video where I found this tag in the description below. So I thought it would be a good idea for me to as well sort of do another handbag related video, because you guys seem to love such kind of videos. At least start of my YouTube channel proves that. That's what you're subscribing to most and commenting and engaging. Also, I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to sort of do a little analysis over my little collection of what is keeper in my collection, at least from today's perspective, and what are the ones which I would potentially let go if I had to make choice on one over another. Now that being said, I'm not planning to sell any of this what I have in my collection at the moment, because I don't see any need of it, and I'm also loving all of them and we're using all of those. Yeah, I hope you're gonna have fun watching this video. And before I get into that, I'm gonna also say hereby that if you're first time here, if you just joined to watch this video, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment that you are new here. I'm gonna be very glad to welcome you on board. Check out rest of the content as well. I'm doing quite wide variety of topics. I also have an ongoing giveaway on skincare goodies. It's entire pack, and it's gonna be activated when I've hit the 500 follower mark. So if you are into clean skincare products, also check that video out, which is going to be in the description box below. And yeah, just check the simple rules that are attached to this giveaway. Now let's get started. So guys, I'm gonna start with the ones that I consider a keeper in my collection, and will be very brief in describing them, because obviously I have other content on my channel related to the designer handbag videos, and they go in more in-depth review, and I don't want to be repetitive to those people who are coming continuously on my channel. I'm just gonna give you a few reasons why I think that they are keeper for me, yeah, if you're interested for rest of the content, I'm gonna link all the designer handbag related videos in the description box, or otherwise you can obviously go into my profile, and I have also sort of a grouping for handbag related videos where you can check all of those out. The first one that I have in my hands here is my Chanel classic flap, and you can see how it changes the color on the sunlight. This is sort of a deep green, muted green color with a gunmetal hardware. It's a square form, which makes it best suited for a petite body like I have. It is one of the few crossbody handbags that I'm reaching constantly in my collection. I got this in the flagship store for our anniversary, so it has a sentimental value to start with, and that makes it sort of the most difficult for me to let it go ever from my collection. It also is very convenient when it hangs on your body. You can obviously make a little knot over here and use this as a evening bag, but most importantly for me, this hangs beautifully over the wide big coats, but also in summer. Color is so universal that it fits beautifully with summer clothes, but also with winter clothes. It is single flap and fits a lot more than the eye can tell. I mean, for my personal needs, it fits really everything that I usually carry from day-to-day basis. It is in beautiful lambskin and in perfect condition, and I really love this one. So I don't know what should happen that I let this one go, because it is one of my most favorite Chanel handbags that I own. The second one won't be a surprise to anyone. I talked about this handbag in my previous video as well, and it is a Chanel classic flap, double flap, in medium size lambskin once again, and silver hardware. This is the first Chanel handbag that I ever got. It is in such a beautiful condition. Obviously it has tiny bit wears on the corners, but it's so subtle that you barely notice that you have to come very close. It features everything what classic flap features. I got this also from boutique like the other one, but here in Germany. This one I love particularly because it is a perfect shoulder bag, but also perfect crossbody bag. I know that a lot of girls out there consider this too short for a crossbody, but because I am petite, it hangs very pretty on this rib cage area. I know it is considered to be very short for crossbody bag situation, but being petite, I prefer handbags that hang shorter on my body rather than lower. It makes me feel like that it accentuates the fact that my torso is shorter than average person's torso. Also, as a shoulder bag, it just hangs so comfortably, never knacks into my shoulders. It is not heavy, and it is an absolute classic, not to even mention the fact that this handbag grew in price insanely. I got it for 3,600 in euro, like 3,600 euros, and I think right now it costs over 6,000 euros. So you can imagine it is double the price. Keeping it in my collection is definitely an investment in that sense, even though I'm not planning to part with this ever really. I remember all the sentiments that I had when collecting money to get this one, and yeah, it is an absolute classic. If I ever have a daughter, giving this to her, if she's interested into it. Obviously she might not be as materialistic as I am when it comes to handbags or any other material fashion related things, but if she will be interested into it, I would be so glad to give it to her. Yeah, hopefully she will enjoy having this vintage piece as much as I enjoy every single day when I take it out from my wardrobe and wear it. The sun is starting to creep on me. I have to be pretty quick with this video. The third one that I decided to put in a category of a keeper handbag is this Celine classic flap. It is in mini size and with gold hardware. That was definitely one of the big determinants why I decided to include the second black handbag in the keeper category. Also, it is essentially very different from the previous handbag that I showed you. Whether it's Chanel classic flap is in your face, I know that you're wearing designer handbag. This one is very minimalistic, very discreet. Most of the people out there, if they are not into designer handbags, don't really recognize this model, but on the other hand, those ones who are into the designer handbag definitely know the value of it. Even when the creative designer of Celine changed and they really restructured the entire brand concept and changed all the designs, they kept this one as a classic, and I know that for the years to come this will always stay a classic. Why I would keep that is not because of all the history or the classicness part of this handbag, but how functional it is. The possibility of adjusting all the straps on 3 different lengths, taking it off completely and wearing it as a clutch, having the gold hardware and the small size, which makes it perfect evening handbag, is all together a mixture why I would definitely keep this handbag. If I'm going out and I want to quickly grab a handbag without looking into the mirror if it matches with my outfit, I definitely know that this one is doing that. I wear this handbag so much, I think it would be unrational for me not to put this handbag in the keeper category. Now the next one is my Celine luggage tote, and this might surprise a few people out there because this is not fashionable or top of the trend at the moment, but I really consider this handbag a classic. I love the shape. It has this distinct shape, and I am definitely a top handle gal in terms of handbags. I love this color. How beautiful is this pop of red, tomato red, also the grainy leather, which is such a worry-free. It wears beautifully in winter, but in summer as well. I reach for it constantly. It is a bottomless handbag, really. I just feel like chucking in things and it never really fills up. It also has crossbody strap, which I never really use, but just the way it is perfection for me. And it doesn't really matter that this one is not as trendy and as demanded at the moment. For me, it is an absolute classic, and I would definitely hold on to this for the years to come. Sorry that I had to move around, but the sun is shining on my one arm, and I don't think that this will be very good for you as viewers to see, like, sort of shine on half of my body. Anyhow, the last piece that I have in my keeper collection is a Louis Vuitton Alma BB in vernis leather, and I was surprised myself that I reached out for this vis-a-vis the others, which I'm going to show you, but I really gave a thought, and I think this one has proved the test of time, but also being very useful and functional piece in my wardrobe. Even though a lot of people are out there complaining about verni leather being very difficult to care for, I didn't really have any indentation or cloth transfers, except this little discoloration on the handle, which comes from the hand oils, and I don't really mind that. I always say that the items are there to be used and people are to be loved, and I 100% stand for that, because if you worry too much about these things, you won't get any type of enjoyment. So I don't even subscribe to those channels where there are tons of discussions how to care for handbags. I care for them as any other item in my collection, and if it has to just sit in the drawer to look pretty, then I know that it is not for me. I have worn this in summer and in winter. It has stood under the sun and it hasn't discolored. It has tested against, I don't know, every condition, weather condition, and it fits everything that I wear on a daily life. Also, this verni gives a little bit of shine and stands out as being a more dressier handbag if I would need to have something more dressier in the keeper part. Also, this one would be a little bit different because of all the logos that it has embossed on it, and the color, which is obviously very beautiful, muted and neutral cream color, would also bring neutrality to the rest of the handbags that I showed you before. So now we come to the opposite direction, where I show you other 5 handbags that I would eventually let go if I had to choose. And the first one that I have over here is my Dior saddlebag from the cruise collection in beautiful pink color, and it is in the smallest size. So you can already tell I'm in love with this handbag. I'm smiling ear to ear. I haven't separated dedicated video with regards to this bag, if it is worth it. But if I had to choose among all what I have, I think this one would definitely end up on the list to go, because of lack of functionality, and this shape doesn't really support already the fit in terms of like carrying items around. I know that I'm super minimalistic, but here you cannot even put 2 items together. You cannot put a card holder and the key holder in this handbag, not to even mention about like your phone, which I anyway don't carry much in the handbag. It's just super cute and pretty to look at. It has this guitar strap, which I don't have at the moment. It's just sitting in the drawer, but it is beautiful piece just as an accessory, but it is not functional. The biggest role that it could play in anyone's collection is if you have a lifestyle where you do a lot of evening events. I just wear this for my daily walks, or when I want to wear something with a pop of pink. When picking this handbag from my handbag shelf, I definitely know that I won't be carrying with me anything, or that my husband has to carry all of my items. Yeah, I hope that explains why I would let this one go with a big heartache. But yeah, it was surprising even for me when I picked this one as the candidate to let go if I had to sacrifice 5 handbags from my collection. And I think the reasons for it is that I simply don't reach out for this handbag. Every time I use it, it is very inconvenient. First of all, when I do a crossbody, it is definitely a little bit too long for my petite body. It just hangs a little bit too low, and it is also a lot more bulkier than the classic flap. It never like seamlessly binds with my body. I really am consciously aware that it is hanging down on me, and this is the only way that you conveniently can wear it. If you double the strap and try to wear it on your shoulder, this strap constantly falls down, and it is super annoying, especially if the handbag is heavy. It constantly falls down and you just don't know how to secure it up there. I remember that I heard about this even before getting this handbag, but I sort of ignored it. You know, when you blur the information out because you want to get your hands on the handbag. I really love the chevron quilt, and this is the only chevron quilt that I have for Chanel handbags. I think that the gunmetal hardware is super wearable. The gray is absolutely beautiful. It is the same color of my fluff balls, my 2 cats, and yeah, I cannot say anything more than what I already did. It has very spacey canvas interior in same gray shade. inside, but I think just the lack of functionality and not really fitting to my lifestyle is one of the big reasons why I would say goodbye to this one if I had to let go some of my handbags. The next one that I have for the sacrifice category is my Lady Dior handbag. It is in the vernis leather embossed with Dior all over, and it is in large size. I think the size is the big determinant why I would put this in the let go category, because I find it too bulky and too big. I know that a lot of my friends disagree on it and consider this so beautiful because of the shine of the vernis leather that it has, but also because of the beautiful burgundy color and the way it is structured. Don't get me wrong, I really love Lady Dior bags, but I wish I had this in mini size and in just plain leather. I feel like that I would get a lot more use out of it than I do right now. It is in pristine condition. I just don't have anything to complain about this handbag, rather than that I'm not reaching out to use this. I feel like that together with the previous handbag that I showed you, Chanel boy bag, I used this one maybe like 2 times last year, and just simply proves that it is not fitted to my like feeling of aesthetic, how I dress from day to day, but also the functionality. This zipper is super inconvenient. To use this for work, I always feel like that I'm searching something inside. What can I say? I feel like that this is the handbag that I would have the least heartache when just letting it go. Also, I don't know if I said, but it's pretty heavy as well, and it's just empty right now. The next one in my let go category is my Gucci Soho Disco bag, and this one doesn't surprise me at all, because I feel like that yellow, this mustardy yellow, as beautiful as it is to look at, doesn't really fit with my skin color. I don't even know if I enjoy to wear this handbag in any season. I think maybe in autumn, like it could fit with all the browns and khaki colors more beautifully in comparison to the other seasons, but I feel like that it's too screamy for winter, and it's not really matching with my summer wardrobe that much either. Also, it has super long strap, which I, by the way, shortened by putting another hole. I brought it to just normal cobbler and asked them to shorten it because it was annoying me so much that it was hanging so low. I don't even know why I got this handbag. I feel like that it was impulse purchase, because this one was like approximately 1,000 euro, and I just could simply go out and buy it, and I had a urge to purchase new designer handbag back then, and this one was what I could afford at that moment. I feel like that was it, to be very fair and honest. It was not very well thought through purchase. Yeah, every time I reach out for it, I just do it because I feel like I owe it to myself and to the money that I spent on purchasing this one, that I give it a bit more use, rather than just sitting on the shelves. I put this in the let go category because I could only keep 5 handbags and all places were already taken. I have to be super sincere here that I got so much use out of this handbag. I got this handbag secondhand. This is the one and only handbag that I got secondhand on Vestiaire Collective, and I find it so classic and so chic, just hanging on my shoulder and running out of the door. It's super convenient and comfortable. It is also very squishy and fits tons when you jam pack it with all the items. It has beautiful brown sweater, and also it came with already a little bit of stains all over the sweater, so I was not super careful when using it. It did not get any additional scratches, which also makes me wonder how well they did back then their hardwares, because nowadays you pay so much money for these designer handbags and they get chipped and scratched so easily. Just think like what I'm paying there for it. Where is the craftsmanship or the quality that was promised? But also I'm sometimes thinking maybe I love it so much because such small shoulder swing handbags became a bit trendy in past few years, so I don't know how long this would stay like on top of my choices. Right now I'm constantly reaching out for it, but if I had to let go, probably because of it being already in a used shape, having a little bit of stain, also because there is no vacant place in my 5 to keep handbag category, I probably would put this one in the opposite side among the handbags to sacrifice, but with huge heartache. So guys, that is it for my video for today. Sorry for moving around so much with the camera because the sun was not very cooperative today with my filming plans. I don't want to complain. I feel very blessed and thankful for the sun rays that come through the window. It's been quite a while that we in Hamburg saw such a sunny weather, so nothing to complain, but I know how annoying it can get for a viewer. Anyhow, if you enjoyed watching it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you liked this tag video, feel free to tag yourself or your friends who you would want actually to refilm such content. I'm gonna be very glad to see your versions or in your takes on it. Other than that, I'm gonna say bye for now and obviously create new content. It's gonna be up on my channel next week, Thursday.